Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Scott McCoy. Today we're doing a little experiment to see which WordPress page builder is faster. We will be testing out WPBakery, Divi, Elementor, Beaver Builder, and Oxygen Builder. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments if you like more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter and support me on Patreon to get exclusive content, live chat, and free consultancy on your projects. You will find the links in the description. Now to get this started, this is a new WordPress setup. I've got only one theme installed. This is GeneratePress, a marvelous free WordPress theme that you can easily download and use for free. It is very lightweight and works with all page builders. The other thing I've got installed is a little plugin called Blank Slate. What it does is that it generates a completely blank template for you to work on. It might be useful if you need to create a page without using the current header or footer, like a lead generation landing page, or if you're creating a video like this one. Also, I'd like to mention that this test is on a web server hosted with InMotion hosting using a US data center, which I might be moving to SiteGround soon. I'll give you a complete comparison in my next video, but for now let's stick to the page builders. Okay, as a start, we're going to start with Elementor. So we start a new page. Let's type here Elementor and go to the page templates and choose Blank Slate and then publish. Now we click on Edit with Elementor. Okay, so first thing, let's make two columns. Let's add here an image. Okay, there we go. Let's choose the car image. Insert. And on the other column, we'll add a heading. Let's type here, would you like to buy this car? Let's capitalize this, and now let's add a text editor. Sorry, let me do that again. Yep. Let's copy this. We need it later. And let's add a button and align it to the center. Type in here buy now. Right, perfect. Let's update. And let's view our page. Okay, so got everything set up. Let's take the link and paste it here and start the test on GTmetrix. As you can see here, I'm using the Vancouver, Canada testing server location, which I'll be using for all the tests now. Okay, so we had the largest contentful paint at 842 milliseconds. That's where the first element appears, and it's fully loaded in 1.3 seconds, which is not bad. It's using a lot of JavaScript. To be honest, it's 497 and 244 kilobytes of CSS and 99 kilobytes of images, the image we used. Now it's 1.3 seconds to be fully loaded. Let's go back and check how many lines of code that is. Page source, and here it is. 129 lines of code. That's blocked for only 3 or 4 elements on the page. So this is the results of Elementor. Let's try the other one, which is Divi. So new page, let's type in here Divi, choose blank slate. A lot of people don't know that you can actually use Divi Builder with other themes. You don't have to use the Divi theme from Elegant Themes. I'll get to that in a next video. Now let's just use Divi Builder and wait for it to load. Oh, my bad. Okay, so it's loading now. Build from scratch. Choose a pre-made layout or clone an existing page. Alright, so let's just start building. 2 columns. Add an image. Search for image. Alright, there we go. Let's choose the car. Save. Let's add a heading first. We'll use text as in Divi. You have one block, the test block, and you add the heading from the settings here. You've got to choose H1. Save that, and let's add text block. Text. Okay, and let's add a button. Okay, buy now. Buy now. Let's go to alignment and choose center. Save. And save the page. I haven't used Divi in a really long time. I mean, years now, so it's kind of tricky for me. Oh, so here's the builder settings, the editing history. Well, we got a lot of features now. Okay, so let's just leave the page. And it's quite nice. Let's go to edit page. Grab the link. Oh, sorry. Let's go to the dashboard and let's view the page. Okay, so let's take the link here, copy, and let's analyze this using Vancouver, Canada as well. If you want to know how to use Divi Builder with other themes, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about that. So, waiting. I don't know if you can hear my dogs. they are playing, so I'm sorry about the noise. If you can hear it, if I could have cut it out. So let's see, 1.4 seconds. This is a lot for just fully loaded in 2.1 seconds for only 4 elements. This is huge. Almost 1 megabyte, 888 kilobyte. JavaScript is almost 700 kilobytes, 2.1 seconds to be fully loaded. This is a lot of time. This is crazy low speed. So let's check the lines of code, and it's 129 lines of code, which is not very different from Elementor. That's a lot. That's really long time. Let's test out the next builder, which is Beaver Builder. So we start a new page. Let's type in Beaver Builder. Choose blank slate and click publish. Launch. We've got it up and running now. Let's add 2 columns. Add photo here. Where it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have the styles on. Sorry. General. Select photo and choose car. Let's add heading. Would like to buy the score. Add text editor. Okay, that's something would you like? Okay, to buy the score. Yes, I'd love to. Let's add a button. Buy. Yeah. Let's align it to the center and save. Done. And publish. Okay, so we've got on the page now. Let's edit. Let's use the permalink. Let's check it out. So here it is. Same setup. Let's take link and test it. I'm using different ways to view the page so you guys can see if you're not really familiar with WordPress, you can see where you get the links from and view the page. So every time I'm using a different way to view the page, and now we're testing what's happening here. Okay, so we got it back. So it's 779 milliseconds for the first contentful panes, which is uh, not bad. I didn't expect that. It's fully loaded in 1.2 seconds. Very low. usage of code. I mean, JavaScript only 141, 1.2 seconds lines of code, and we've got 119, which is less than the other two. Didn't expect that. Maybe I was unfair with this one. Maybe I was really unfair with them. Let's test the next one, which is WPBakery. So let's get started. We've got it installed now, and we're going to add a new page. Let's call this one WP Bakery. You guys know that it was actually called Visual Composer before it became WP Bakery. Let's edit. It takes us to the page here, and let's click on Okay, let's get started. Let's add an element, section, row, let's add a column. Oh, sorry. Let's just choose from here. 2 columns, update. Let's add an image here. Choose image, the core image. And you actually need to type in here large. Otherwise, Visual Composer is going to use the thumbnail. Save. Okay, and close. Let's save again just in case, and then close. Let's add here a heading, custom heading. Would you like to buy this car? Let's choose an H1, save, close. If I was a salesman for this car, I mean, I should get paid for the amount of marketing I've done. Okay, add it, and now the button. Buy, sorry, buy now. Let's align it center. Save, close, update. Successfully updated. Sorry. And let's just close that, and we've got it up. Let's take this link and head to testing. So let's test that out. Here it is. Check the lines of code later, and still testing from the same testing server location, Vancouver, Canada. Okay, so we have 800 milliseconds for the first contentful paint, and it was fully loaded in 1.6 seconds. We have 555 kilobytes 131, and fully load time in 1.6 seconds, and that's a long time. Still using Vancouver, Canada, as I said before, and let's see the lines of code here. Okay, so it's using 86 lines of code. That's a surprise. Normally, Visual Composer back then used a lot of lines of code. Didn't expect that. And the structure is 89%. Okay. So that's it. Let's try the next one, Oxygen Builder. So we've got Oxygen installed. As you can see that we removed the blank slate plugin because we don't need it now. As many of you may know that Oxygen, it doesn't use the theme or a plugin for templating. You can see here you're using Oxygen to design your website, which is entirely disables the WordPress theme system. Let's add a new page and let's call this one Oxygen Builder. Publish. And let's edit with Oxygen. I really like that Oxygen doesn't take long for it to open. It's fairly fast, and let's add here section, columns, 2 columns, and an image on the first one. Let's choose the core image and make it full. Let's click on the second one and add heading. Would you like to buy this car? I don't know what that car is, but if you guys know the company, let them know that I'm doing this video. Buy now. Let's go to advanced, layout, align center, and save. Let's now view in the front end. And there it is. Let's go to GTmetrix and let's test that out. Still using Vancouver, Canada. Also, please note that we're not using any caching plugins, no optimization, nothing. So all of these builders would perform better later. So let's see here, 776 milliseconds, which is very good. It's got 91 kilobytes of CSS, 88 kilobytes of JavaScript, which is very low, and it's fully loaded in 1.6 seconds. We've got the structured 94%. Let's see the lines of code, and we've got 31. And this is because Oxygen, first, it doesn't use a lot of code. Secondly, it minifies the HTML code into one line, which makes it faster to load. I'll get into that in another video. And this is why I use Oxygen for most of my work. If you want to see, I've got my own website, Scott McCoy, and it's built on Oxygen. And it's a fairly big website. It's a long page with a lot of sections on it. About services, portfolio, blog, testimonials, got a lot of sections. And if you test that out using GTmetrix, you'll see that it actually performs well. And to understand why the reason page speed is important, I will show it to you later. and we'll get into more details on how to get a very high page speed using WordPress. But let's just see the results first. So we've got performance 100%. So using Vancouver, Canada, we've got fully loaded in 1.7 seconds. The images is the largest part. JavaScript is 320 kilobytes. We have the largest contentful paint, 500 something, and this is why it's that important. Page speed, when you have a good page speed, it helps you with the SEO because Google actually prefers it to the other websites. So as you can see here, I type in page speed expert UK and I'm the first result. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. If you would like more videos like this one, please leave me a comment and see you Thursday.